Hello, this is MMLGamingHD. I'm MML Oraculum, and we're just going to be having a look at the latest changes in StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. So first of all, the latest changes to the Mothership Core. The Mothership Core has been getting changed quite a lot recently. They're trying to get it right, and so far basically what they've done is made Purify affect the Nexus. So now the Nexus gains the ability to attack, and it makes the Nexus a big detector. So what does that mean? It means, say you're getting Widow Mine rushed or anything like that, you can now detect it without having to go for an observer. Also, the Oracle has gone through quite a few changes. Entome used to cost 100 mana, and now it only costs 75. And also the duration has been buffed to 60 seconds, so overall the ability is better, which means we can be a lot more annoying. Now Revelation has gone through quite a few changes. This ability now works on buildings, and it grants 3 vision around every unit it hits. So it's not that wide, but it's still quite wide. You'll be able to see what's going on. It lasts 60 seconds now. The cost has been increased from 50 to 75 mana, so that costs more, whereas Entomb costs less, so kinda equaling out there, just 25 mana either way. The ability no longer gives detection, so you will be needing those observers now, but it does show you where the enemies are on the map. Also, Void Siphon. Basically all they've done is change the arrangement. They've put Void Siphon first instead of Entomb. So basically it's in mana order, even though Entomb I'd say is my favourite ability. So what else has changed? So the Tempest. The Tempest has undergone quite a few changes. It doesn't require a fleet beacon anymore, so you won't be spending out that extra minerals and gas just to buy one of these little fellas. But they have, well, if we take a look at its damage, it only does 25 damage. Now before it did have a separate amount of damage against massive units. However, if we look at the fleet beacon, you will now see this, the Gravity Sling. It costs 200 minerals, 200 gas, and apparently it hypercharges the Tempest, and it gives it that damage against massive units. So if we have a look, there you go, versus massive units, it now does 60 damage. So, you know, overall that is a lot better. Now the cost of the unit itself has been changed. It now costs 300, 200, so you're not going to be spending 300 of each. That was really costly. And the supply has gone down to 4, so it doesn't cost the same as a carrier. And yeah, also they've actually made the unit slightly smaller, and that's about it for the Tempest itself. And the Sentry, they have made Hallucination not an upgrade, so you don't need to research anymore. As you can see, it's not there. All Sentries actually just start with Hallucination itself, so that's quite handy, as I know it does put a lot of people off even bothering at the start of the game. They don't want Hallucination, but now you have it from the start, that can open up some early weird things you can do now. So let's take a look at the Zerg and see what's happened there. So not much has actually changed with Zerg, just a few changes here and there. The Viper, now its acceleration is slightly increased, so it will get faster over time, and it does reach a speed of 3. Well, 2.95, but basically 3. And the radius of Binding Cloud has now been increased just by 0.5, so that'll be slightly more effective. Now also the Spore Crawler is now being able to be created without an evolution chamber, so detection is a lot easier to obtain all round. Now this is basically leveling out with the Protoss. You can just get this Mothership Core out, get it down, get your detection. Now you can just get the Spore Crawler out, get your detection. So for Terran, the Widow Mine's deploy time has been increased to 3 seconds. but they still shoot, which is bloody annoying. And they have also changed the name of the Battle Hellion to a Hellbat, and they have added a voice file.
Hellbat coming through!
So the Hellbat is now coming through, not the Battle Hellion. And that is it for Terran. There's actually not many changes whatsoever. So hopefully this has enlightened you as to the latest changes with Heart the Swarm, and the game is changing all the time, so stay tuned for the next set of changes that will be out. We will be covering the beta more and doing more casts. We have also been doing a Pokemon series where we voice act all the characters, so hopefully you will enjoy this, and we'll see you next time on MMLGamingHD.